What's up, NFTpreneurs, and welcome back to the channel. Probably you're not an artist yourself, but you can imagine how it goes in the music industry. Artists pour their hearts and souls into creating music, but they don't always see the financial rewards behind their creations. And let's be real, they deserve it, but the middlemen have been making a killing for far too long. What if I told you there's a way for artists to actually own their music and keep 100% of their profits? Yeah, that's right, we're gonna talk about music NFTs today. So, you might have heard of NFTs or non-fungible tokens in the context of digital art or gaming, but now they're being used in the music industry too. And it's about to change everything. It actually started changing everything a while ago because it's not a new concept, but it's playing out right now. And I think it will be one of the main narratives 2023. So, are you ready to learn how music NFTs are giving power back to artists and fans? Let's dive in. First, let's talk about the biggest problem with the traditional music industry. Ownership. Artists put in all the hard work, but they don't always have control over how their music is distributed or how much money they make from it. Yeah, if you're not an artist, it might sound crazy to you, but artists don't control when they can release music. Especially if they're big artists, which is even more ironic. Yeah, they can if they're independent, but even if they are, there are still middlemen. Presently, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, every medium that allows them to showcase their art is a middleman. With NFTs instead, artists have the ability to sell their music directly to fans, cutting out the middleman and retaining full control over the distribution of their work. Take Linkin Park for example. They raised $11,000 for their first NFT music collection. And as group member Mike Shinoda said, with NFTs we can let the early figures speak for themselves. Even if I upload the full version of the contained song to DSPS worldwide, I will never get even close to 10k, after fees by DSPS, label, marketing, etc. So yeah, if you thought 11,000 for Linkin Park, that's nothing. You're completely wrong. Because with one single release, as their leader stated, you don't even get close to what you can make with NFTs. But don't get it wrong, NFTs aren't just good for the financials. They also foster collaborations, create communities among industry talents and artists. For example, imagine being able to connect with your favorite artist without the need for a record label intermediary. Being the blockchain a public ledger, NFTs a digital asset that lives on that infrastructure. You get all the benefits of collaborating, connecting, doing a featuring with your favorite artist with built-in features that all the music platforms are able to offer thanks to blockchain technology. Or even if you're not an artist and still want to connect with your favorite artist, there's no better medium and infrastructure than blockchain and non-fungible tokens and Web3 functionalities in general to do so. So yeah, here's something even more exciting. Fans can now become investors. Thanks to some platforms like Royalty Exchange, fans can fund artists' careers debt-free and in return get access to a high-yield asset class. Imagine investing into Marshmello when he wasn't even releasing music, or he was on YouTube on some remix channels, nothing too serious, and then he took off. If you invested back then, I don't even need to tell you how much you would have made, but you couldn't invest. That's the problem. Now you can, and there are a lot of rising artists that are just waiting for the right opportunity, and you can be their opportunity. Maybe not individually, but with all the other fans, that artist can prosper like never before. And all the future benefits and returns that the artist will make are inevitably going to be shared in a native way with the community. It's within the technology infrastructure that this is possible. It's not something external. Just take Maroon 5 for example. They're offering fans the opportunity to join a community that collectively makes a positive environmental and social impact. And all the money collected from these drops will be pooled together to fund initiatives the community collectively chooses. Each member of the community has a single vote. Now we get into DAOs, but it's no different than NFTs. You can use NFTs as assets to make DAO operate. So not only are you supporting your favorite artist, but you're also making a difference in the world. And this is the future of music, 100%. On the flip side, this is probably what you should do if you're an artist right now. Don't focus on Spotify plays, or SoundCloud or all the traditional stuff, focus on Web3. I promise 100%, maybe not this year, not next year, but if you're an artist, you know that real artists get their return on investment specifically. But even if we don't talk about money, they get all their fans in the long term. It's a very, very long marathon. It's not a sprint. And what does this tell you? It ties perfectly with the concept of blockchain that is only going to play out in the next 3 to 5 to 10 years. So not only you're an early adopter in blockchain technology, but also in your career path. So there you have it, folks. Music NFTs are revolutionizing the music industry, giving power back to artists and fans and creating new opportunities, basically for both. It's time to say goodbye to the middleman and hello to the direct connection between artists and fans. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Explore the world of NFTs and music NFTs and support artists you love by buying their NFTs. If you're an artist, start creating music NFTs. And don't forget that this is just the beginning of the Web3 music revolution. So stay tuned for more updates and advancement in this field and in many other industries that are going to be disrupted by Web3 and blockchain technology. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.